Hello and welcome back to our next lesson on backlink auditing. In this lesson, we'll talk about another aspect of a healthy backlink profile, an amount of links that increases steadily over time. I'll explain why that's important and how to analyze your own backlink profile so you can diagnose any sudden jumps in the number of links or long pauses without any new links. There are two major reasons why it's best for your backlink profile to show a steadily increasing number of new links over time. First, when it comes to content on the web, the search engines are highly concerned with freshness. That means they'll attribute more value to a site that seems to interest internet users today than to a site that was only interesting to users 5 years ago. Think about it. Google probably isn't going to rank a site very highly if it has out-of-date information on it, or if they haven't updated their blog in months and months, because when a user searches the web, Google knows they usually want to find the most recent news or the most currently relevant results for their search. So if a website still just has the same old stale links it had pointing to it a year ago, the search engines are going to see that as an indication that the site hasn't done anything new or anything worth linking to in at least a year. And they're not going to rank you as highly as they did when you were still earning new, fresh links because they want to make sure their users are getting up-to-date information. Second, the search engines want to see that your backlink profile has experienced natural growth. In fact, search engines would prefer if everything about your link building strategy was 100% natural and organic, but there are white hat and acceptable ways to work within that guideline. The important thing here is that it's better to earn several high-quality links over a number of months or years than it is to suddenly earn a big burst of links all at once. A sudden jump is an indication to Google that you've been purposefully engaging in a link building campaign. And while they know that is something that SEOs and website owners are going to do, they'd prefer for us to do it honestly and naturally. That big, suddenly earned batch of new links is a lot more likely to contain links that were earned in a less than honest or natural way. You can audit your backlink earning timeline using Link Explorer in Moz Pro. In the Overview tool, enter your domain, and scroll down to the Metrics Over Time heading. If you click on the radio button that says Linking Domains, you'll see how the number of sites linking to you has changed over the last year. For the sausage maker, we can see that there's a bigger jump between the number of sites linking to them between February 2018 and March 2018. They had been sort of steadily earning links for a while, and then suddenly it went from 859 to 1200 and then kept steady from there. This is probably okay. It could mean their SEO or their marketing team put a little more effort into link building during that month, and as long as they did that using tactics that complied with search engine guidelines, it shouldn't negatively affect their rankings. I would be more concerned if I saw a sudden spike in link acquisition like you see in this example. This website almost doubled the number of links pointing to it in just a few days. If Google sees something like this, they're going to think it smells like spam, and they might investigate further with a potential manual penalty in mind. Now, a sudden increase in links doesn't necessarily have to happen as a result of sketchy practices. As I said earlier, it could be that the marketing team just put a little more effort into link building that month, or maybe they hired an agency that does good white hat link building, or, and this is probably the most likely scenario, maybe they published a new piece of amazing content or were mentioned somewhere that suddenly got them a lot of new attention. Take, for example, the official website for the movie Space Jam. It's been up since 1996 and totally unchanged since then. It just sort of toiled along in obscurity there for almost 20 years. Then, in 2013, someone published an article online about how the original website was still up, and suddenly everyone wanted to search for it. A similar article was published again in July 2017. We can assume that right around both of those moments, the Space Jam site probably earned a big spike in new links from other websites. But that's okay because it was organic, and Google is smart enough to know the difference. So when you do look into your metrics over time in Link Explorer, if you see a sudden increase, ask yourself where it came from. Was it because you published an awesome new piece of content right before that? Was it because you hired an agency or had your team work on natural white hat link building strategies extra hard that month? Or was it because you or a less than careful SEO engaged in some sketchy link building tactics during that time, like buying a bunch of new links or creating a private blog network? In Link Explorer, under the Discovered and Lost tab in the left sidebar menu, you can also check out which new domains have just added a link to your site within the last 60 days. If you're monitoring your backlink profile regularly, as you should be, you can catch any sudden influx of spammy links by checking here. Thanks for watching our lesson on earning links steadily over time, and join me for the next one.